We shape our homes, and our homes shape us. I, Pallavi Arora of Fulcrum Homedecor, am here to transform your spaces into a dream home. Cheers to new beginnings and new memories, with a little bit of magic and lots of love.
Welcome to Fulcrum Home Decor. My name is Pallavi and I'm here to help you transform your spaces into a home. Today is another video of our Sustainable Home series. This is a very special one. Not because of the interiors, but because of the clients. So Suruchi has been, I used to have a store, a lot of you know, which was primarily just for home decor products. And this is about in 2009 2010. So Suruchi has been visiting me since then, and her home, the place where we've designed it, is exactly where my store was. My store was on the ground floor, and she lives on the 6th floor of the same building. So it's a very sweet moment when she approached me to design her daughter's room, and I was super excited because I definitely wanted to connect back with my old clients. However, what moved me most was their story. So when she came to visit me with her daughter, she mentioned to me that she lost her husband during COVID last year. And since then, it has been a difficult time for her and her daughter. They've been thinking of moving out of this home. They've been thinking of, because there is too much of emotion and memory involved. But her daughter, who's a teenager, she gave her mother the courage to be in this house, and because she is so courageous, Suruchi wanted to give her daughter a makeover of her room, because when they were planning to shift, this is when her husband was alive, they wanted to get into a bigger house. She had been gathering pictures of the kind of interiors she would like for her room, and Suruchi definitely felt that after a year had passed, since her husband had passed, she wanted to do something for her daughter, give her a room which would make her feel that she is in a new space with the good memories of her father. So this was a very touching story, and I definitely wanted to do my best to give them a space which, when they enter, they feel loved, they feel special, they feel that this is their new space with good memories, and they don't connect back to the sad part of losing someone. So that was the story behind it. Let me give you a brief of the project. So she was very clear that she wanted a grey and white room. She wanted it with gold accents. She wanted it to look very minimal but very modern at the same time. It needed to have a few elements which were not very Indian, and I was super excited to do the same. However, there were a few challenges that I already had that were already there in the place, which was that they had wardrobes which were already in place. They had a loft which was also in place. She had a bunk bed which was definitely something that she had outgrown and did not want to use anymore. We wanted to use what we had because we tried to be as sustainable as possible, and using what you have is the most sustainable way of interiors, is what I am trying to do my little bit in that. So those were the things that were already there in the room. So the orientation of things had to be around the fixed structures that were already there. She definitely needed a side table, a study table, which was not there in the room earlier. She also had a bookshelf, but she wanted a nicer one and a bigger one where she could accommodate all her books, all of Suruchi's books, and it needed to feel bright, light, airy, as well as very classy, very modern. So this was the brief that I had received, and I'm going to show you the whole room, what it looked before and how we have transformed each part of it to make it look what it looks now. So let's begin. As you enter the room, the first thing that you see is this bunk bed. This used to be a bed which she used to love using when she was a kid. These were the wardrobes, the laminate, the colors, everything of the room were decided as per her 10 years ago. Now that we also have this bookshelf that she had existing, and this was the window. So there was a curtain rod. She has a beautiful, lovely balcony attached to her room. So the door to the balcony is mostly kept open, and there's a lot of lovely light that comes in from there. So this is how it looked before, and so the first thing I wanted to do is definitely we needed to change out the laminate of the wardrobe, and as per the inspiration pictures sent by Tanaya, what we did was we paneled the wardrobe doors to give these beautiful squares, and it also has a nice grey laminate now. The same thing we did on the loft. So this is like a big focal point of the room itself. We also added brass hardware, which I'll tell you in a bit about. Then what I wanted to do is the bed. Since she did not need a bunk bed now, I wanted to orient the bed in a way that it gave her more space, and the space looked a little bit more put together. So I put the bed against the window, and the headboard kind of goes onto the wall. So it now opens up the space a lot more. Right next to the bed, we've placed a large study table, a side table and a study table. So she has a nightstand where she can keep her book, her coffee, or whatever she wants to. And she has a big study table because now that she has gone into higher classes, she needs a space for that. We've just added a few floating shelves above this study table so that she can keep her books and things that she needs over there. In front of the study table, I've given her a bookshelf. Now this is a levitating bookshelf because during the rainy season, the balcony door, if it's kept open, there's a lot of water that comes in sometimes, which is a solution that we will need to find on another day. However, that is the reason why the furniture on that side has been kept levitating. What we've also done is to given the bookshelf to look like a built-in, so it's been kept in a very neutral color and just simple shelves with lights, so that she can keep all her books, Suruchi can keep her books. This is like a book collection for the entire family. We've also added the bookshelf above the door, so that it kind of creates a nice continuity, and it doesn't look like just a standalone unit over there. The existing storage behind the door has been kept the same, but we have re-laminated that. So we've used that the structure as it is, just re-laminated it to suit the current room look and feel. The doors also to the room have been laminated internally, so that when you close the doors, it kind of creates like one space, and it doesn't have that. So because there's nothing brown, the door would have looked very odd to be in that brownish color. So we've made them into an off-white color, which is in sync with the other parts of the room. The color theme, as I mentioned earlier, that she wanted it to be grey and white, and we didn't want it to be like a stark white, so we went ahead with a milky white color. And because the wardrobes were going to have a lot of grey, we've used white in the other pieces of furniture and accentuated the grey on the front molding, on the shelves, on the side table. For the bed, I definitely wanted to give her a tufted headboard, and initially we thought of adding the pink color, but she was not very fond of pink, so we went ahead with a lovely peach color for her accent color for the room. We've added that in the headboard, so it's a very soft plush looking velvet fabric, and we've used the same fabric to upholster her reading chair. Now this chair can be used as a reading chair, it can be used as a chair for her study table. It also looks like a beautiful accent piece in the room. The other two things that we worked on was the accent wall. Having an accent wall was something that I wanted to do, but I wanted to do it in a way that it adds value to the room, and that is why we went ahead with these horizontal stripes in grey and white. That elongates the room. It makes the room feel longer, and it also adds a little bit of fun element to the room and not make it very serious. The other thing that she really wanted is to have gold accents. So the handles of the wardrobe, the the legs of the study chair, the legs of the side table. These are very small places where we've added the gold element. We've also changed out the hardware for the doors to make them gold, and we've added a light fixture which is again in grey and gold, so the whole place kind of looks like it looks very put together, it looks very cohesive, and it feels very soothing to the eye. So this is how the space looked before, and this is how it looks now. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. This story was very moving for me, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate. Some of us have lost loved ones, and your home is a place where you actually hold memories, where you keep those memories alive. And I want you to have beautiful memories. I want you to have the happy memories of those times. So this was my intent for the project, and I hope Tanaya and Suruchi have liked it. Let's listen to them, what they have to say. So this is Tanaya and this is her mom, Suruchi. What is your experience of how the process was for you, and does it meet your expectations? I'll ask her first.
It was very nice. I loved the end product. It fulfilled my expectations. It was
Lovely.
very nice.
Lovely. And what is your favorite part of the room?
The bookshelf.
The bookshelf.
The bookshelf and the headboard.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually come out quite
Yeah.
nice. And Suruchi, you?
Oh, I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much
Most
to
welcome.
you as well as to the entire team of Fulcrum, and we are very happy, very satisfied, and still it gives me a wow feeling. That's it. Something for my daughter.
Yes. So thank you for watching the video till here. If you would like to get a makeover, if you would like to be a part of a sustainable series, or you want something changed in your rooms, definitely get in touch with us. We also do home interiors from scratch, so where if it's civil or any just furniture, whatever it is, you can approach us. Everything is linked in the description box below. For our friends who are not in Pune, we do offer our online services, so you can get in touch with us for that as well. I'll see you again. Happy living.